What's up? I'm Brian Tong, and welcome to the Apple Bite. It's all the good and bad inside the world of Apple, so let's get to the stories. The iPhone 3GS is here, and it sold over 1 million units its first weekend on sale. Now that beats out the iPhone 3G launch. Even more impressive was the fact that it was available in 8 countries on launch compared to 21 countries for the 3G. Now, pre-sales surely helped out that number, but it's still impressive. Now, Steve Jobs made his first public remarks since he's been away from Apple, saying, "Customers are voting and the iPhone is winning." Now, this after the Palm Pre made its debut, selling somewhere between 50,000 and 100,000 units in its first 2 days. Sticking with Steve, it's been confirmed that he did in fact get a liver transplant at the Methodist University Hospital in Tennessee. Now, they won't say when the surgery happened, but SJ has been seen at Apple headquarters this past week, and doctors gave him an excellent prognosis. This is great news, and we're happy about it. So you know how we do it here at the Apple Bite. We did some investigative work of our own and got the scoop on the iLiver. Steve's gallbladder now produces twice as much bile. It cleanses body toxins with an Intel Core 2 Duo processor, and it's preloaded with the App Store. That thing is one of a kind. Now, in the aftermath of the 3GS launch, Apple is giving a $30 iTunes Store credit for customers who experienced activation delays. In some cases, the delays were more than 2 days. Now, you know, I could rip on Apple because shouldn't they have been ready this time around? But I have to give them some props because they're one of the few tech companies that gives back something when they've goofed. In this case, it's iTunes credits. And when they lowered the original iPhone $200 only a few months after it came out, they gave a $100 store credit to people who paid the full price. They even took care of me when my laptop ran too hot and burned my lap. They actually helped pay for the aloe vera ointment that I had to apply to my inner thighs right here.
Brian.
What?
TMI.
No, dude, it's healed. It's all good.
Can we just get back to the show, please?
All right, fine. I'll show you it later, okay? All right, Apple Biters, if you're looking to tether your iPhone and you can't wait for AT&T, I've got the hack for you. Apple announced that tethering your iPhone will be available to 3.0 software users later this summer in the US. But what if you need it and you want it now?
I can never get Wi-Fi. There has to be a better way.
I'm Brian Tong with CNET.com, and I'll show you how to activate tethering for your iPhone without jailbreaking it. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, tethering is connecting a phone to a laptop or similar device and using the phone's data connection as your internet connection. First off, here's the disclaimer. This feature is not yet officially supported by AT&T in the United States, and it potentially breaks your agreement with AT&T or your carrier internationally, so you guys have to do this at your own risk. Now, tethering plans normally cost an additional amount on top of your cell phone plan, so we don't know how long this will work or if they will bill you anymore. But it's here for now, it's really easy, and it works for most people. So first step, let's launch your Safari browser on an iPhone running the 3.0 software and go to this website. It's called the iPhone Help Center by Ben M.A.T. You want to scroll down to Tethering and Internet Settings and press on the download link. Select your country, then your carrier, and you'll get to a final page where you'll press the install button, and it will download specific profile settings for your iPhone, and it only takes a few seconds. Once that's done, we'll go to the home screen, jump to our settings, then general, then network, and you'll now see an internet tethering option. To activate it, turn it on, and you have the option to tether over Bluetooth or a USB cable. Plug in the USB cable to your iPhone and your computer, and we're here on a Mac, and if you can see, it automatically detects it, select it as the connection you want to use, and boom, like that, you are tethered. The process works the same on a Windows XP or Vista machine, so just plug it in, the operating system detects a new network connection, and you'll be surfing in no time. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Brian?
What's going on? Why so blue? Loosen up.
I can't get Wi-Fi.
You can't get Wi-Fi and you're crying like a baby? Check this out. I got my iPhone all set up to tether.
You could do that?
Yeah, you can. Okay, awesome. Check this out. CNET.com, boom, like that.
What?
There we go.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
That's what friends are for.
I'm Brian Tong for CNET.com with your hack for tethering your iPhone. Use it wisely. That's what friends are for. for good times and bad times. I'll be what?
Brian, we have a show, remember? Can we get back to that?
Yeah, focus, lock in. Okay, I got it. Okay, next story, here we go. The iPhone 3GS stands for speed, but just how fast is this thing? MediaLets recently released their JavaScript benchmark test results using the SunSpider test suite on the iPhone and its competitors like the Palm Pre and T-Mobile G1. And the results? The iPhone 3GS was 3 times as fast as the Pre, 3 times as fast as the iPhone 3G running the 3.0 software, and over 5 times as fast as the G1. So yeah, you can now start calling it Speed Racer. Now in some quick bites, push notifications are now seeing the light of day in apps like AOL Instant Messenger and BeeJive IM, which supports multiple IM services. Apple also dropped a bunch of updates of their own with a Final Cut Pro update, Time Capsule and Airport firmware updates, and Apple TV goes to 2.4 with no exact changes listed yet, but it now supports gesture controls for Apple's remote app on the iPhone and iPod Touch. And a little tidbit I found myself, just to let you know, the iPhone 3GS now fully supports the Apple headphones with remote and its volume control from the actual headphone. I ripped them to shreds on this one, so, you know, when they listen to us and fix something, just like putting FireWire back on the 13-inch MacBook Pro, I'm gonna turn that bad apple into something sweeter like homemade apple pie. All right, that's gonna do it for this week. Send in your emails to theapplebite@cnet.com. I'm Brian Tong. Thanks for watching, and come back next week for another bite of the apple.
Hey folks, Brian Cooley from CNET.com. Now when we check the performance of a piece of tech, we check the performance of a piece of tech. If you love videos of cars and all their high-tech and high-performance glory, check out the CNET CarTech video podcast, cnet.com/CarTechTV.